welcome to Talk Fights. Got my brother Adam Biggs with me again, and we cannot wait for this Saturday night. It is UFC 259, and we have 3 title fights to look forward to. Should be awesome. What do you think?
Unbelievable. Even starting from the bottom, like Dominic Cruz is on the undercard for this. It's going to be an unbelievable card. The 3 title fights are all spectacular. I can't wait.
Absolutely, absolutely. We have Peter Yan versus Aljamain Sterling. We have Amanda Nunes versus Megan Anderson. Yeah. And we have Jan Blachowicz versus Israel Adesanya. Again, just 3 fantastic title fights. Should be great bouts. I'm really excited.
Yeah, me too. We start from the bottom of that, and we talk about Aljamain Sterling and Peter Yan. This is going to be unbelievable. Aljamain Sterling has been a spectacular fighter, although he hasn't had that many finishes. A couple of TKOs. His last win was a big submission win against Sandhagen.
Corey Sandhagen.
Right, which smashed Frankie Edgar. Huge knockout. I was scared for Frankie Edgar. I love Frankie Edgar. He's a legend. I was scared. That big knee out of nowhere. I was scared for Frankie Edgar. Yeah, it was. Frankie Edgar again is tough as nails, and he's up and and moving forward again.
Nobody's gonna be able to stand up to a shot like that.
No. But so Sterling's last win by submission.
In the first round.
Rear naked choke. Now that was prior to the knockout of Frankie Edgar.
Yeah, that's right.
It was before that. So Sandhagen has stepped up since then. But anyway, and then Peter Yan is obviously spectacular in his own right.
Definitely coming off that huge win, as we all know, to win the vacant championship. Prior to that, coming off a huge win in dry February, really kicked the heck out of him, literally. It was just a fantastic win for Peter Yan.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been pretty spectacular. I expect him to have trained unbelievably hard for this.
I'm sure.
Aljamain Sterling is definitely a competitor, and he better not take him lightly.
Absolutely, no question. In our co-main event, we have Amanda Nunes versus Megan Anderson. Another very interesting fight. I think things look maybe a little bit on the side of Amanda Nunes. She has about 10 more fights, 9 more fights, I think, than Megan Anderson does. Anderson is 11-3.
11-3 or 11-4.
Something like that. Yeah. But so much more so than the number of fights, more experience that she's got, is the experience in opponents. And experience in opponents that she's beaten soundly, really beat up. Yeah.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, Amanda Nunes has absolutely dominated all the top competition. Ronda Rousey, Holly Holm, and Chris Cyborg. I don't think you could add up. You could add up her opponents all together, and they don't equal what those 3 women have that Amanda Nunes absolutely dummied. So
absolutely, Amanda Nunes she's the lioness. She's the queen, right?
Yeah.
And Megan Anderson's there to try to dethrone her.
Yeah, not take anything away from her.
A big step up for Megan Anderson. But a huge opportunity. I mean, if she could do that, can you imagine what that would do to her career?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I would throw off most odds makers and most bet makers. I, for one, wouldn't bet on Megan Anderson. Yeah. That being said, she's there for a reason. She's had some good fights. She's shown some potential. She's worked her way up. She's worked hard. Yeah. And that's why she's there. So, obviously we're looking for fireworks again.
Absolutely, absolutely. In our main event, we have the light heavyweight champion of the world, 205-pound champion, Jan Blachowicz, versus the 185-pound champion, the middleweight champion of the world, in Israel Adesanya. Again, another fantastic fight. Just so exciting. Always great when a champion steps up and tries to take that next championship to test themselves, to see if they've really got it. To beat that bigger guy, to take that next championship.
Going into this is my pick for fight of the year. And for me anyway, personally, this
Right.
is what I want to see. I want to see guys like that. Like I was telling you, stepping up and fighting guys like Blachowicz.
No doubt.
He's had a rough road to the championship, Jan has.
Absolutely.
And he's been up and down, but he's had his last couple of wins, a big knockout over Luke Rockhold,
Yep.
and big knockout over Reyes, who many thought beat John Jones. I didn't, but many were saying that Reyes should have been the title holder anyway. Yeah. So with John Jones stepping down, that left Reyes to fight Blachowicz.
No doubt.
And I think he earned it.
100%. Absolutely did. He's got as you said, he had a hard road his way up. He's got an early loss in his UFC career to Alexander Gustafsson. He's got a loss to Thiago Santos, Thiago Santos, excuse me.
Corey Anderson.
Who also gave John Jones a hard run. Lost to Corey Anderson. Also has the win over Corey Anderson, a very recent win where he's able to knock him out. Blachowicz is just a really tough character. And I think he's going to make it very difficult for Adesanya to step up and to take his title, especially being the smaller man.
Well, and I think the hard road he's had to the title plays a big part in it. The big guys he's fought, the way he's been up and down, but he showed perseverance to keep going.
Definitely.
I think absolutely he's worked his ass off to get where he is, and he's not going to be giving up it easy.
No, certainly not. But, you know, Israel Adesanya, he is what he is. He's an extremely technical striker.
What do we say? He's got like 75 kickboxing wins or something?
Yeah,
something like that.
Range.
Something crazy.
Something
20-0 in the UFC. Like
20-0 in the UFC. Excuse me, not in the UFC, in MMA. 20-0 in MMA.
Yeah.
But undefeated in the UFC as well.
And recent wins over Costa, Romero, Whitaker. Yeah, which are the who's who.
Kelvin Gastelum.
So the who's who of the 185-pound division.
Absolutely.
I mean, other than catching Bisping on his way out, or maybe GSP on his brief stint as a middleweight fighter, Adesanya's beaten everybody there is to offer at middleweight.
Definitely has. It should be a good fight. So who do we think are going to be able to pull off the wins? In our first bout, we have Peter Yan and Jermaine Sterling. I think that Peter Yan is going to get knockout win in this fight. My pick is Peter Yan for sure.
Yeah, see, and I would go knockout is the way I want to go. Peter Yan's obviously a tough contender. I'm going to definitely say Peter Yan for the win as well. But I think also, yeah, it's going to go late into the rounds, and Peter Yan is going to catch the knockout or TKO win.
I think
over tough competitor Aljamain Sterling.
I think
Peter Yan is my pick for the win for sure.
I think that his aggressiveness is just going to really play a factor in this. He's going to stick right on top of Sterling.
Well, Sterling's
a very educated striker. He's not just a bum out there throwing bombs. He's in there doing what he's got to do.
Yeah.
He's a very skilled boxer. He's going to use those punches against Sterling, and I think eventually going to take him out probably about halfway through the fight.
Yeah. So we're both picking Yan for that one.
We're telling you.
Yeah.
Then we have Amanda Nunes and Megan Anderson. I hate to take anything away from anybody. Everybody who's out there is a fantastic athlete. The athletes in the UFC are the best in the world in that field.
Well, and people who don't fight don't know what it's like to have competitive fighting. It's different to have a street fight compared to standing toe-to-toe with somebody for 9 minutes or 12 minutes or 25 minutes.
Sure.
The way this could potentially turn out, right?
100%.
25 minutes, you couldn't stand toe-to-toe with somebody.
That being said, I think this is an easy pick. I'm going to pick Amanda Nunes by knockout. And I'm going to say early in the fight, second round, if not first round, she knocks out Megan Anderson.
I agree 100%, and again, not to take anything away from Megan Anderson. Again, like you said, everybody's out here to fight. Everybody's a competitor. You never know, on any given day, somebody could show up and be that person you can't take out.
Yep.
I would side with Amanda Nunes, like we talked about. She's beat the best of the best of the best, and dominated them all. Not just beat them, like mess them up. So I'm gonna go Amanda Nunes, and I would agree early first or second round finish. I don't think it's gonna go much further than that. I mean, Yeah, no, I just don't see it going any further than that.
Yeah, definitely. I've got Amanda Nunes over Megan Anderson.
Nunes for the win, for sure. Me too.
And then we have Jan Blachowicz versus Israel Adesanya. You got a great fight. Anything can happen. I mean, Adesanya almost for sure is a better striker than Blachowicz. It just is what it is.
But the power,
even then, I think it's a bad deal if Blachowicz stands with Adesanya. But Blachowicz has got decent ground game. He's got good takedowns. Yeah. And we haven't seen a lot of Israel Adesanya on the ground. Now, that's because he's got excellent takedown defense. Yeah. But if Jan can get him down, I think that's got to be his game plan. I think it's bad news for him to stand up and strike with Israel Adesanya.
I mean, you talk about big, muscly, strong guys like Blachowicz or Paul Costa, who now claims he was hungover from it. I think Adesanya said, you know, just be humble, go back to the drawing board, start over, and recognize that you got beat up by the skinny, nerdy guy, right?
Yeah.
For me, I like Adesanya's style. I love Blachowicz, don't get me wrong. I wanted him to be the light heavyweight champion. Like I said, I followed his road to the title, and he has had a hard road. And I appreciate all the work he's put in and to get there. I love Adesanya's style. I think Adesanya's kickboxing wins over much bigger men is going to prove to be advantageous to him. And I'm going to say Adesanya is going to take the win by third round knockout. Nice. I'm going to say Adesanya for the win.
Yep, Adesanya for the win, and I would agree. But it should be great. I mean, it's no easy task to step up 20 pounds and try to take the world champion's title. It's, you know, good for Adesanya for giving it a shot.
So you're calling Adesanya for the win too?
I'm calling Adesanya for the win, yeah. Did I not already say that?
You said, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I meant, yes, I agree. Adesanya's going to knock him.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough go for Adesanya, but I think he can do it. I think that Blachowicz is being stuck in that striking game with Adesanya when he can't take Adesanya down.
Of course he's not. Because he's not going to want to have people say that, oh, well, yeah, with that much weight, of course you took him down and held him there. He's going to want to say, no, I outstruck him and knocked him out. And I don't think it's going to happen. I think he's going to get caught.
I think he's going to get stuck in that striking game with Adesanya because he's not going to take it down. That's going to be the deciding factor, I think, in this fight. Can Jan get Adesanya down to the ground and hold him there? And I don't think that he can. I think Adesanya is just a far better striker than Blachowicz. So much more technical.
When he starts landing and moving and stuff like that, it gets harder to take him down when you're worried about getting hit.
Taking 2-3 punches, like kicks in a row. I think without question, Israel Adesanya knocks out Jan Blachowicz.
Yeah, I would lean that way too. Definitely, I think like third or fourth round probably. My pick's definitely Adesanya. I just think his striking is too good. Yep. He knows too much. He's been around too long. He's been a champion for a long time. He's fought a lot of bigger guys than him in the striking game. I think Blachowicz is going to want to strike with him, thinking he's a lot bigger, but I think that's going to be his downfall.
Could be. Could be. But I mean, again, 3 title fights, like, how can you go wrong with that, right? It should be
It's going to be an amazing card.
Should be a good night. See you at the fights. Alright.
Yes!
My secret power is sadness. You knew it. Oh! Throwing claws. Dirty pool.